What's up, YouTube? Georgia Silver Hunter back, and today we'll be doing our weekly $1,000 Brinks half-dollar hunt. Now, this came from one of our local Fifth Third banks, and I know it's my weekly $1,000 hunt, but I did hunt 2 boxes earlier this week on live stream. We did a little surprise pop-up live stream, and 2 very similar boxes, and we came up skunked. So we're hoping today turns out differently. So with that, let's go ahead and jump into these rolls of half-dollars. All right, so we got box number 1 ready to go, and it's been a while since I've shown off on one of my regular videos our little silver treasure box to see just how full it is so far this year. And we have added all of the APMEX box hunts. We've added our silver quarters. We've even got that Stone Mountain commemorative that we found hiding in here. So it's starting to fill up. It's looking pretty good for so early in the year. My last video, if you haven't seen it, was a APMEX box. We did end up with a ton of silver. So if you haven't seen that, if I remember, I'll try to link to it up here in the upper right-hand corner. And hopefully you guys can go check it out if you haven't seen it. It was a lot of fun. But let's go ahead and do maybe 5 or 10 rolls here on camera in case we get lucky and find a little silver early in the box. And if we don't, we'll do like we normally do and just continue to hunt, and I'll bring you guys in as we find things. Now, if you're new to coin roll hunting and you wonder what we're looking for, the main goal is silver. So 1964 and earlier would be 90% silver half-dollars. Your 1965 to 1970 would be 40% half-dollars. And then there's a handful of other things that we're looking for, like San Francisco proofs. We are looking for coins called NIFCs, or not intended for circulation coins. Those would be 1970, which I just mentioned is also 40% silver. 1987, which was only released in mint sets and proof sets. And then 2002 through 2020. Now you'll see here I just pulled out 3 blingin' 2023 Philadelphia half-dollars. These are new. These were called NIFCs, I think, in Red Book for 1 year, and then they've took that nomenclature out because the mint just dumped millions and millions of these things into the banking system. So I don't hang on to these. I do actually have a full bank-wrapped roll from quite a number of months ago. So those you'll see me just completely ignore because they don't really hold any value. And judging from some of the enders in these 2 boxes and what we see just kind of as me opening these first few, we're going to have a lot of 2023 Philadelphias in this box. So that's a little disappointing, but that doesn't mean that we're not going to find silver, because my APMEX box was pretty well loaded with 2021 Philadelphia half-dollars as well. So, what else can we say here? That's 5 rolls. We don't have anything that we have found so far that's silvery looking. Now, I do go back through each of these, 1 coin at a time, looking for various mint errors and varieties, like our double die obverse coins and our no FG coins. And if we happen to find one of those, I'll be sure to bring you in. We'll put it under the scope. We'll look at value. I'll show you how you can identify those things yourselves. And I do have a document in the description down below this video that has all of the various errors and varieties that I look for, no matter whether we're looking at half-dollars or nickels or quarters or dimes or what have you. So that is a free download that you are welcome to grab and print for yourself. So we've got 2 more rolls, and then I'm going to go ahead and go off camera and keep hunting. And as I said, as I find things, I'll bring you in and we'll talk about it. If it's just NIFCs, I'll just include those in a wrap-up at the end of the box because they're not terribly exciting. Okay, here's roll number 10. And so far, I'm not seeing any silver. So I'm going to hunt these, and I'll bring you in, like I said, as soon as we find something. So we are deep, deep, deep into this box. I've actually got rolls 31 through 40 laid out here, and I think I'm going through roll 31 or 32. Bringing in for our first real find, and it's an ugly one. Like the live stream the other night, I almost went right past this, and then sort of the The reflection on the coin, sort of the finish on the coin, drew my attention. We've got ourselves a 1981 San Francisco clad proof. Now, this thing has been widely circulated. It's been badly damaged, so there's no real value in it, but it is a super low mintage coin. It's the kind of thing that I hang on to, not so much for the value. It's just I like pulling them out of circulation because they weren't meant to be there to begin with. So 1981S, and I'll put this under the scope for you here so you can see that mint mark. And even under the scope, you can see in the fields that you've got still a little bit of that mirror left in there, even though this coin is badly, badly damaged from circulation. But our first San Francisco proof of the hunt, 1981. And I have found a bunch of NIFCs along the way. We'll cover those in the wrap-up. But again, pretty low mintage on these guys, just not a lot of value behind them, so I didn't want to spend too much time on them during the hunt. Well, that does it for box number 1. And as I said earlier, we did come up with some NIFCs along the way. A 2002 Philly, 2003 Denver, a 2007 Philly, a 2015 Denver, a 2016 Philly, and a really nice looking 2019 Philly. He's got a little bit of chatter on his cheek there, but actually a pretty decent looking coin. And that one really busted 1981 San Francisco proof. This is probably the only coin that I'll hang on to, and again, not a lot of value here because it is so beat up. It's just something I like pulling out of circulation. Now, if you're completing an NIFC run or you're completing your Kennedy albums, these are a lot of fun to find in $50, but I've got, I think at this point, 4 full sets of Kennedy's albums full, so I don't hang on to these unless they're in super duper condition. So the value to you may be different than the value to me. So just because I say they're not valuable doesn't mean that there's not value to others. But if you were to try to sell these things on like eBay, you'd be lucky to pull, 75 cents to maybe $2 a piece for them. And after shipping and things, it's really not worth it. So typically what I try to do is complete an entire album from 2002 to 2020 and sell the full run because you can sell that for a premium. So with that, we're going to go ahead and get into box number 2. So here we are with box number 2. Again, I checked for enders. We do have a lot of, if I recall, like 2021s and 2023s on this one as well. That last box definitely had several rolls between 2021 and 2023 in it if I were to have culled them all out individually. But hopefully we get a little bit better result with this box and find some silver. Now, I did get a comment recently, and I've gotten comments like this over the years that come from people that say things like, I hunted a whole box and I didn't find any silver. I hunted 5 boxes and I didn't find any silver. There's no way this is real. Or I hunted 8 boxes and I didn't get any silver. All of these YouTube channels are garbage. Like, I get those kinds of comments, and I just want you guys to know this is technically now box number 4 for me, because I did 2 on my live stream. There's 2 here, and if this one turns out to be a skunk box, it just shows you that we all get skunked. This is a volume game. The example I use all the time is the lottery, right? You don't walk into a grocery store or a gas station and buy one $5 ticket or $2 ticket, and then when you lose, go, oh, well, no one wins on the lottery, right? Or you don't go in and buy 3 tickets and lose on all 3, and then say no one wins on the lottery. It is a volume game. If you sit there and buy enough tickets, you're going to find a winner. And I look at coin roll hunting a lot the same way. That the reason you see me find more stuff is I'm hunting more coins than you, right? And that's true of most of these coin roll channels. So I can't say every channel shows their winners and their losers. I know I try to because I want to keep this hobby real. I want to make sure everyone understands that, it is a hobby. If you think you're going to do this and get rich and you're going to come across some quick money, that's not the reality of this. You're going to come across lots and lots of coins where there's not a whole lot of value there. So if you don't enjoy doing it, don't do it. But anyway, I just wanted to say that because I did get another comment just in the last day or two saying something similar to that and wanted to address it because the reality is I get skunked all the time and I do show it on my YouTube channel. So this is what I'm talking about. Super nice 2021s. This is a nice 2021 Philadelphia, and there's a bunch of them in here, but just thought I would show it. That was roll number 10. Again, no silver so far. That doesn't mean we won't find some along the way. But we're going to keep on hunting, and I'm going to go through these, and I'll bring you in at our first find. So we're 20 rolls in, actually cleaning up rolls 19 and 20. We've come across a couple of NIFCs along the way, and one of those stickered Enchiladas Cafe coins. These come up all the time. I don't know why Enchiladas Cafe did it, but like I said, I used to find like 1 or 2 or 3 of these in almost every box. I haven't seen one in quite a while, but don't be surprised if you find them in your hunts. Now, I'm stopping you here, roll number 19, and I came across something that didn't belong. And it is a 2014 Panamanian, and it looks like it's some sort of commemorative. I have never found this one, I don't think. It's the Medio Balboa, Republica de Panama. What does that say? Centenario del Canal de Panama. Carlos V, pretty cool. Like I said, I do believe this is going to be some kind of commemorative. I'll look it up and put some info on it from Numista up on the screen here so you can see more about this coin. Well, we are all the way at the end of box number 2, and I know I didn't bring you in much because honestly, there wasn't a whole lot in either of these boxes of interest, and these are the tough hunts. If you're new to coin roll hunting, you're going to go through skunk boxes, you're going to eventually find some silver. Maybe one day you get lucky and you find a big box, 5, 10, 15 silvers. I can't stress enough how hard the hunts that follow those boxes are, because you are so conditioned to say, from now on, all my boxes are going to have silver. So that disappointment you feel going roll after roll and there's no silver, it does weigh on you, right? So I just had my big box. I'm now 4 boxes in with nothing all that exciting, and it does get tough to look at them, especially when the excitement is a couple of 2003. I got a Philly and Denver NIFC. I got 2 Denver 2004s, and this is all from the second box. The other NIFCs I've already pitched back from box number 1. We did get a 2006 Philly in pretty decent shape. We got a 2008 Denver, and we talked about the Enchiladas E Street Cafe. That sticker coin, you're going to find that a lot. The one coin I will hang on to, and it is the coolest one. I think earlier I did say I've never seen this before, and I checked my Balboa half tube from my coin roll hunting finds, and that was a lie. I have found this one other time before. This is the 2014. It's worth about $3 in uncirculated condition. That is not this coin. There were only about 3 million minted. It is copper nickel clad, so there's a good bit of copper in this thing as well, but it's like a typical US $half that's not made of silver. And it is the 100th anniversary of the Panama Canal, which that's what that reads across the top. Obviously not in English. So still really cool. This is the one coin from this box that I will be hanging on to and throwing into a tube, because again, not supposed to be in circulation, and I just think it's a cool design. I like the Panamanian $half anyway. So with that, I hope you enjoyed this one. I know we didn't have a lot to look at, but if you just got to see me open some silver, check that video right there. There's lots of silver in that one. So if you did enjoy this one, or maybe even if you didn't, but you like a lot of my other content, make sure you drop down below, click that like button, and leave me a comment. If you're new to the channel and you like coin roll hunts, especially $half hunts, quarter hunts, nickel hunts, penny hunts, I do them all. Make sure you click on that subscribe button and then click that little bell so you get notified each and every time I release a new video. I'd really appreciate it. Special shout out to all my channel members. We picked up a few new ones the other night, so thank you guys for joining. One of the big perks you get is you do get to see videos that I create, usually a day or so early, sometimes longer. But check out my memberships if you want to learn all about those. Really appreciate it if you do decide to become a member. And with that, I do have some coins that I picked up this weekend that unfortunately I didn't get to this weekend to hunt, but I've got some quarters, some nickels, some dimes. We're going to do a little mixed coin roll hunt here over the next few days and get that out. So hope you guys enjoyed that when it gets released as well. So with that, you guys take care, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one.